Well, hello guys, welcome back. Happy All Snakes Day, happy Damballah Day, happy St. Patrick's Day. If you celebrate it in the Voodoo sense. I'm celebrating today with Papa Damballah and of course Baron Samedi since it's his day. But the cute thing is that, for a lot of people they will look at St. Patrick and they will say, "Oh, that's proof, all the pagan gods are gone." And Papa Damballah is synchronized in Voodoo with St. Patrick because if you were a slave, you couldn't worship openly. You couldn't worship your gods openly. So they had to use what they had. And St. Patrick looked closest to Damballah, the great father serpent that encircles the world and keeps us all safe. And he was giving me images today because he's very sweet and he's very playful. And he's giving me images, this huge, imagine a huge snake that his coils can be far up above the earth and far below. And he's holding the world all snugly in his coils. This huge snake bringing his head down to look at this like little kind of cardboard cutout of St. Patrick. And just this benevolent amusement because he could just go pop. And that would be the end of this so-called saint. So, he's very, very happy with himself. And he's the complete opposite, which is interesting because, I don't know if he did or not, but we're told, St. Patrick, threw pagan priestesses in the sea and they became mermaids, which doesn't sound likely. You would drown if you couldn't swim. Supposedly routed all the pagans. Well, he obviously missed quite a few. And Papa Damballah is the complete opposite. He's ultimate peace and goodness. If there's violence or argument or bad words going on in a house, he won't visit. He's very clean. A lot of people say if you're smoking, he won't show up. Or it depends on the path. He's like a lot of other Voodoo Loa that they have a lot of paths. Like he can come angry and he can come, more earthly, but he's usually very pure, he's very gentle, he's very sweet, and he wouldn't normally hurt people no matter what the religion is, and unless they were trying to mess around with one of his wives, and that would be different. but he's a very gentle snake. The only time I've ever seen him ornery is I was working very heavily with him when I first got into Voodoo, and for a while I wasn't working with him because I thought, there's so much stress on the purity and keeping his altar absolutely clean, and his altar is pure white. And I just thought, well, maybe I shouldn't serve him because I have the disabilities and I can't always get to the altar and keep it sparkling clean. He won't be happy. And so I stopped serving him for a while. So I had this dream that I'm going through this. It would have been heaven on earth for me. I'm going to this fair. And there's all these beautiful snakes in these sort of tubs, and you can pick them all up and pet them and everything. And one of the snakes was very cranky and went at me, and I knew that was Papa Damballah. I knew right away. He was registering his displeasure. He was like, you have to work with me. I don't care about the state of the altar. You should keep it clean. You should try fresh water or something, unless he tells you no. I'll say, do you want this? And he'll be like, no. He loves raw or cooked. He eats cooked eggs with me, because people have asked, are they raw or cooked? And he seems to eat either. You usually take it and you put it below a tree on some white flour, or you could use, some people I've heard have used white rice. Usually everything white for him. He likes his donuts. He likes his sweet. I make what I call Papa Damballah eggs, and he loves those because you boil these eggs and then you put them in a tea bath with all these spices, and he loves that because he gets a cup of Earl Grey tea with that, and he loves that. Right now I'm cooking the austere stuff, so the kapasi and the bacon is going, and the ham will be served cold, and there'll be plenty of eggs in that. And in my experience, he will eat meat. Some people are like, no, you can't feed him meat, but in my experience, he's he at least likes to look at the food. He's very happy and likes to come in and look at the food. If you work with him, he will bless you. He's not a magical ATM. No god is. But he will bless you and be very sweet. Today he did his favorite thing, and I even asked Mambo about it. I said, am I going crazy? He likes to be like a tiny snake, a tiny white snake, and like right around on my shoulders. Great fun for him. And I said, I've got to be crazy. And she's like, no, he'll do that. He'll do whatever he wants. He's Papa Damballah. He'll do whatever he wants. So, he would ride on my, ride around on my shoulders. So we're celebrating him today, and he has a mate, Aida. And some people say this is his mate, and some people say no, he is both. He's both male and female, and this is part of him. But if you work with her, like the sense I've got is very shy, and she hardly ever comes out. She's very shy. Very shy. Kind of like the Simbi are very shy, but then when they show up, they're like, boom, right, right in the middle of everything. But she's very shy and very sweet. People will sometimes say that she is the rainbow and he is the serpent. So, like titles like Serpent and the Rainbow, that's where you get it from. And it's fun because we're taking a saint that supposedly defeated all the pagans, and instead of having a sad day or an angry day or I hate St. Patrick Day, we're having a look, he looks just like Papa Damballah. So we're having this day for him, and he has like little altars all around, and he's quite happy and pleased with himself. So it's just a day that, he kind of likes to be gentle and just be there. You don't have to fuss too much about him, but I need to get to my oven, so I'm going to wrap this up. But I hope you guys enjoy. He's great to work with. He's a real sweetheart. He's really gentle. You can use St. Patrick iconography with him. If you don't like St. Patrick for obvious reasons, you can use anything else. For me, it's really healing because I never liked St. Patrick. Even when I was being raised Catholic and I thought the snakes were literal snakes, I never liked St. Patrick. I was like, and my mother emphasized with me, she loved St. Patrick's Day, but she would always make sure I got snaky themed stuff. So there you go. If you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.